Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. I know at the time this video is being released, Lost Caverns of Ixalan has been out for a few days. For me, it's still release day, and I think this is maybe the first time I'm playing in a draft on release day? Like, I think with WoW, I played some other format during WoW release day, and the servers were unstable, and I was kind of like, ugh, bad to be playing on release day. And yeah, everything was kind of laggy, but it's been out for several hours now. Hopefully things have cooled down a bit. I debated playing sealed just so I wouldn't have a stressful draft, but the rewards, it's so bad if you don't care about the cards or about winning the packs. Oh, this is actually great. Yeah, these land creatures are all lovely. Anyway, I did some practice drafts, as I mentioned in a recent video, so that I would be more comfortable here, not having to read all the cards. 4 more permanent cards in your graveyard. I mean, that's fine, but Bitter Triumph is solid removal. I mean, I'm just taking the land. This is pretty good. I don't know. So how good actually is this card? It's a 6-mana 4/4 with flying. Cool. Descend 4 to bounce something. Okay. Oh, I thought this was the one that tapped. There's some sort of infantry or something that. Oh, this is a cavalry. I see. Burning Sun infantry, I guess is the card I'm thinking of. The tap stuff you control to ping your opponent in the face. All right. Well, we have a red-black land. 6-mana 6/6 ETB. Whatever. I believe this card is fine. 3-mana 1/3 with Death Touch and Descend 4. Curator of Sun's Creation. 4-mana 3/3 when you discover again. 2-mana. Ooh, probably not. What are you? 5-mana 5/2 that discovers when it dies. This guy's okay, I think. What are you? Burning Sun Cavalry again. Poison Dart Frog is a pretty solid card. But I think with the Restless Vents, I'll aim a little bit towards black. And, like, it's an uncommon anyway. They're probably better than commons, right? So what does this synergize with? Okay, it loots when it attacks. And it turns into a Menace 2/3 fairly cheaply. That's nice. Ooh, this card is quite good, I think. I mean, what's fault? This is... No. Tinker's Tote is pretty good in the Azorius... Oaken Siren in the Azorius Artifacts deck. This is also good. Echo of Dusk is okay. Join the Dead? I mean... I think Idol of the Deep King is pretty good. I'm a little bit tempted by this, but I don't know if I necessarily want to try to run 3-color for it. I have kind of some Descend synergies, maybe. I guess this also descends, but it's like 3 mana. It's like Murder, right? Almost. It's not actually as good as Murder, but it'll work most of the time. Chart of Courses, pretty good draw. This volatile thing, yeah, I mean, 2-mana 2/2s are good in draft. Sunshot Militia. Oh, this is the one that pings him a million. I think I'll just take another Join the Dead. Going for like black control so far. Descend control. It's a little worrying seeing all these packs with just like one black card in them, but the black card has been in Join the Dead, so I think that's not a signal that people are like drafting a lot of black. Child of the Volcano, I mean, it likes to send. This is a 3-mana 1/4. Yeah. I mean, I'm not married to red. I think it might be time to pick up something blue. There's been a decent amount of blue going around. And blue, like, I don't know, this has some Descend synergy, right? I don't know. None of my Descend is like, oops, I wound up with it. Oh well. Two mana, 2/1 that just like is totally fine and colorless is lovely, I guess. Seismic Monstrosaur, 6 mana, 6/5 mountain cycling. I think I'll take an Idol of the Deep King. You could maybe take the Plane Cycler or the greedy Freebooter, but I don't think I'm aiming for white. Whereas red still hopefully is in the picture. Two mana, 3/1. 2 mana, 2/2. This guy is fine. Fine. Well, I think I'll take a white card. That has looked more open than anything else. I mean, like, I don't know. I guess this is okay. And, you know, blue, like, just the fact that the Great Mistake card was available pick 4 or 3 or whatever is, like, what's making me think maybe blue is a place to be. Adaptive Gem Guard is a card. This card can end games. This is just a 3 mana. I don't know. I don't have much like token creation for that. I'm gonna stick with red a little bit longer. None of this blue stuff's any good. Dinotomaton is probably not that great. I'll take the land. The Discover lands are all good. This is a 2 mana, give it +1 float and haste. You have a lot of artifacts, it turns into a weird land, whatever. 5 mana, 5/2. I think it's... Oh, the blowgun's okay. Death Touch on your turn, reach on theirs. It's fine. This is, you know, obviously more of a red-green card. It's not to say it's bad in black. Ooh, okay. I'm going to just take more idols. I think 3 mana, deal 2, and then like it can turn into more stuff later is pretty cool. Sunshot Militia, okay. We don't have like a ton of tap fuel, but we have some. I have like everything I own costs 3. I'll grab a 4-drop, I guess. Or no, it all costs 2. No, it all costs 3. Yeah. Okay, let's draft the land so Lefty knows he can have all the white cards he wants. He or she. They. This stuff is all whatever. Yeah, we're taking a common out of this pack, I think. Might be Promising Vein, actually. Some fixing. Actually, I don't know. I mean, Zoetic Glyph is pretty good, and blue is sort of a possibility still. It's not one I'm excited about. This is a very situational card. It's helpful for the control matchups. if you are also a control deck. So it's mostly like a control mirror tech card, I think. It gets to kill like their one big creature, and then it's an eventual win condition, but I don't think I'm excited to take it. What are you? You're a 2-mana 2/2 Death Touch. If you descended, it does 3 damage to the opponent because they're like not likely to discard stuff or sack a permanent. That's pretty good. Seems pretty nice. Sure. 2-mana 1/4 Vigilance that can be pumped for a small amount of mana. Not even pumped, turned into a 4/1. Chomp, I mean, it's a shock, kind of. Sorcery shock. What else could I even take from this pack? Not that, I don't think. A Sage of Days #2. Oh, Mephitic Draft is alright. I don't really have that much like craft with artifacts, do I? What is this idle craft with? Craft with artifacts. But I think shock is just too good. Mephitic Draft could wheel. I don't think anyone's that excited about it. 4-mana 3/3 likes you to discover. Probably gonna be taking the Swamp Cycler, but let's look around. Dead Weight, huh? Dead Weight's also pretty good. Can't really decide between these two. I'll take the Swamp Cycler. The land's looking promising. Anything else? Could take another, or, well, take our first Dead Weight, I guess. Let's say the blue is probably out of here. 15 spells. No. 14 spells. That's plenty. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff I'd be happy enough to cut for Dead Weight. Notably, it also like goes to the graveyard when it kills their thing, so you get it. It's like a removal spell that descends, which is kind of nice. But I think just grabbing a land is a higher priority. Grasping Shadows. I think that card is kind of sick. Like, it's situational for sure. I think I'm probably supposed to take the Dead Weight, though. This, like, gains you a bunch of tempo, potentially, and then gains you a bunch of cards afterward, but you have to have, like, a big creature on board and not be losing the game so you can afford to attack with a lifelinker. Whereas Dead Weight's just like, you just have to have your opponent have a creature. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to take the uncommon and then just assume I would get enough removal some other way, but I don't think so. Removal's pretty cool in draft. This card is pretty bland, but maybe will be descending enough. Vito's Inquisitor. 4-mana 3/3. Sack something to put a counter and give it menace. I think it can take a cave. Right? Like, have plenty of 2s. Don't really, or no, I don't. Well, I don't really think the Sunshot Militia is that good in this deck. Alright, we're finally going to have to take one of these guys, which I'm not, like, all shook up about. It's fine. A little bit of top end, but not really, like, exciting. Sure, a tech card, I guess. I mean, a 4-mana 3/4 is not terrible, and this format has a lot of graveyard stuff. So having a way to hate on it is a little bit nice, but I'm still not looking forward to running the card. We already have one of these, don't we? I don't think we're going to run two. They're pretty heavy and... I don't know. But it's nice to have the option. I guess. I already have one of these, don't I? Yeah. It's probably alright. Kind of a 4-mana 4/4 trample. Kind of. Ooh, nice card, but I'm not going to switch now. This is pretty good. A 2-mana 1/1 flying lifelink that also like elite spellbinders them. I think that's going to be the pick. Swamp Cycler's okay, but certainly not worth taking over this premium 2-drop. This card's also okay. If you have stuff that wants you to sacrifice things, right? But easy choice. Take the bat. No real need to look around. 5-mana 3/5 trample that, like, whatever. 3-mana 4/3 punishes your opponent for, or me, punishes you or your opponent for casting spells on the other player's turn. That's kind of funny. 4-mana 4/3 likes you to descend, or just take another cave. I mean, 3-mana 4/3. The stats are great, and the thing is I have a ton of stuff on 3 already, but I'll probably be cutting some of it. It's fine. And also some of it is like not, it's reactive, right? Like this idle and join the dead. Having an actual creature on 3 that's overstatted looks nice. This cave sucks. This card's good. This card's okay. These are all okay. I wonder if I think I actually want to just take a 2-mana 2/2. I value those a lot in draft, and I don't actually currently have that many of them, right? Like, here's my 2 slot. It all kind of stinks, right? Just gonna grab this guy. Cavernous Maw. I have a decent number of caves. I could maybe actually activate it. Rumbling Rocktide is a burn spell, or no, well, removal. But I think I'll just take another cave. We're doing pretty well on building up caves. I mean, I don't know. Three or greater, so 2 other caves. Currently, is this Volcano? No. Is this Vents a cave? No. So I currently have like 3. That would be my 4th cave. So it'd be pretty tough to activate. This pack is a miss, I think. Take another one of these, I guess. 8-mana 5/5. Cheaper if you have caves. I think it's playable. Because we have, what, 4 caves now? Figure on average we'll have half of them by the time we play this? No. Well, should have 1. That actually makes it not so exciting. But none of the rest of this really does anything, so I guess in case I get a lot more caves, I'll take that in the last, like, 3 packs. Mountain Cycler's nice. Sunfire Torch? This is also a removal spell. I think I have a lot of ways to do 2 damage for a small amount of mana. I think I'll just not take another one. There's another cave. Putting counters on stuff's kind of cool. Oh, we actually have even more caves than I thought. There's a swamp hidden, like, in between these two, and so I didn't notice the necropolis was a cave when I was counting them up earlier. I don't think we're going to have a dowsing device. I mean, maybe another swamp cycler. 2 mana swamp cycling is a lot worse than 1. You know, if I could run the Lord of the Rings swamp cyclers, I would, right? What was the black one? It was like can't be. It was some Khazad-dûm troll, maybe. Khazad-dûm. I don't know whether it's an M or an N. I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan. This card is fine. Oh, although 2 mana spells, right? And that was actually our 24th spell, so we didn't end up with that much excess. I mean, there's stuff I could put in if I had to. Ancestor's Aid. I mean, it's an okay combat trick, but oh no, no removal spells here. Nice. Grab the land. Okay. I mean, is this a good deck? Who could say? No one else is building good decks either today, so I don't mind. Shocking number of non-basic lands here. So that's 4 of the mountain that I favorited. Oh, it actually replaced the mountain I drafted and put into the deck. That's fine, but I'm a little surprised. I mean, we could run the Ixalan lands, right? Just for funsies. I actually don't know how to locate them. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I do. Here's the Ixalan lands. That's pretty. So I'll take, sure, let's say 4 of these for now. And you think 6 of these, huh? Well, I mean, we can review that later, but for now, sounds fine. So, 2 cards to cut. I think this card's actually good in this deck. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 caves. Obviously, this is not going to come out on turn 2, but in principle, it could cost as little as 2 if I were very lucky. On average, let's say it's like a 5 mana 5/5 lifelink, or maybe even 6 mana. That's fine. You know, to cast this out on turn 6, you'll have drawn what, 13 cards? So you'll expect to have found about a third of your caves. That's 2. So, like, it's a 6 mana 5/5 lifelink. That's not bad, right? I think it's better than some other shit in this deck. Maybe even a little bit better because you'll have thinned out a little bit with land cycling once or twice by turn 6. Probably just once, hopefully. I don't think I need 2 of these. We have plenty of big shit. I don't even know if I need 1. I think this one's noticeably better. Yeah, let's just get this guy out of here. The Discover 3 is okay, but I'd rather just, like, have a creature that doesn't die so easily. And also gets to just poke the opponent in the face forever. So Idol of the Deep King. Well, first of all, none of this stuff up here I actually want to put in, right? Correct. So, oops, clicked outside the window. Creature-wise, the curve is a little bit heavy. What do I have in the way of artifacts? a few. Which I mentioned because of, like, my Idols of the Deep King. They're gonna, you know, craft with artifact to turn into a beat stick, which is fine. Child of the Volcano, like, I mean, we have some permanents. Not that many, it feels like. But it's nice to have a 4-mana spell, right? Cut a land? Probably not. Maybe just one of these is enough. One Swamp Cycler, one... Actually, you know what? With 3 land cyclers in the deck, I probably can cut a land. It's not great to spend 2 mana digging for a land, but sometimes it's the thing to do, and it'll make up for not having enough lands in the late game. Okay, let's dive in. Arctic Edge 24. Looking good. I've got a 2 and a 3 in, like, both colors. Don't need that yet. This one first. It would be nice to discard, like, this maybe? Because 6 mana spell is a long way away, and cycling it for a land is expensive, but cycling it for a random card could be free. On the other hand, I already have, what, 5 lands? Maybe just get rid of one of those? Ah, cycling this can activate this guy on a future turn as well. Yeah, let's get rid of a swamp. So now I've descended already, whether they block or not. And I can play this guy out. Still not much need for a cave, I think. Oh, it's Rakdos Mirror, I hadn't noticed. A Braid? That's a common in this format, and I don't have it. Rude. Okay. I'm going to want to play this. Let's do that before I decide what I'm discarding. Oh, hang on. Tap like that so I can play a 2-drop, I guess. Terror Tide, huh? Opponent's stuck on 2 lands for the moment. I don't want to let them make treasures. If you descended, put a counter. This is the only spell they can cast right now. No, they could do this. Doesn't look that good. I think I'll get rid of Canonized in Blood, just because they can cast it at the moment. I'm just going to let them hit me because I'm not blocking here anyway, I think. Actually, if they attack... Well... I could double block to deny them the treasure, but they're not getting the treasure anyway, right? Yeah, let's just hit them for 1. No! Okay, it's a tap land, though. So blowing that up makes sense to me. And then run out the blowgun, I guess? Why would you tap like this? Sure? Land's pretty good. What does this craft with, by the way? No, it doesn't. Okay, discard your hand to activate it. Now, when am I going to have trouble with Terror Tide? How many permanent cards are in their graveyard? 1. Artifacts in graveyard? 0. Let's see. Put this... Yeah, tap for colorless. Put this here. Oh, is that... It's equipped 2? Whoops. Should have animated the land then. Thought it was equipped 3. Or equipped 1, rather. I think dumping this is fine. I'm close to 6 mana, but I have better stuff to do. Okay. So getting another permanent into your graveyard is the idea here. But I have a land. You spend your whole turn blowing up this one creature, I don't really mind. Hold on to this for now, I guess. Ah, and tap my artifacts. Almost missed that. Gonna sack your treasure to draw? No. Oh, only as a sorcery. I think we're about to win here, right? Oh, it's a flyer. That's cool. Maybe we don't just win. this on my land, I think. Because if they want to block it, they have to lose both creatures now. I'll keep this. Oh, I should have... I don't know. My land was kind of my insurance policy against their... This card, wasn't it? Did I just make a boo-boo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, now all my stuff can die. But it costs them all their mana, and I get to develop out a decent creature. Oh, they got that back. I forgot about that. What does that do? Nothing. I don't know. I shouldn't have attacked with the land. It was my insurance policy, and I forgot about that. Okay. Well, that's nice. Okay, this time I actually will let it tap the way it wants to. Oh no, it's sorcery. This is sorcery speed anyway. None of these creatures really matter if they get to come back. Ooh, that's a good one. What? That's sick as hell! How dare you? I can chomp this, but what a hit. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose this game because I'm a bad player. If I had a land threatening still, oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't think I need to play that. Like, I have 0 draw in the deck, is that correct? Yep, pretty much. And now this thing can turn into a 4/3 flyer. They're a little short mana, I guess. But this can transform? Yeah, that's really bad. Shoot. Can I get a haster? I don't think there even are any in my deck. Okay. A Death Touch Trampler is pretty cool, though. Creature spell, right? Yeah. Gonna cast the 4 mana 3/2 again? Seems pretty cool. I could equip this, but then it would lose the Death Touch. Unless there's an artifact in my graveyard? There's not, right? Right. Okay. Well, one of my... Do I have 1 or 2 deep idols left? 1. That would be lethal. Hey! No, it's not lethal, but it makes them double block and lose everything. Oh, it is lethal because I can craft one with the other. Got him. I'll assign 1 damage to each of those and 4 to your face. Ooh, close one. Could have made that a much more convincing win if I had kept the land around. All right. Well, a decent start. What are my dailies? I always forget to fix those before game 1. I don't play a ton of games on the same account on the same day, so like this is actually some necessary annoying maintenance. These are all fine though. Right, if you play like 30 games a day or something, or 3 or 4 drafts or whatever, like you'll hit all the dailies without having to even try. But, you know, I play an average of 1 draft a day on each of my 3 accounts when I'm being active. So it is kind of important to cycle them to keep the gold coming in if there's one that's not doing anything. Hey, we're twins. I don't have any colored sources, but I have like the spike tail, and this can give me red, right? I think that's okay. Kind of funny, you know, colorless 2-lander, but I have 2 pieces of fixing in it to fix for the 2 colors of spells I want to cast. Easy. Well, play this first, I guess. Well, I don't think it's going to matter. Is always enters tapped? Yes, too bad I couldn't play that last turn. Okay. So crack this for red, then play this tapped, I think is the line. Good card. Okay, so opponent's on like blue-white, whose theme is artifacts in this format, but that might not be their theme in this deck specifically. Oh wait, you can't search for a cave, can you? No. Just a basic land. Okay. I mean, that can join the dead, I guess? I could also just play this, like, make them spend more time on that. Nothing I really want to do for 4 mana. I could play out 2 creatures, but why? Now, I play this, I'm fairly sure. I don't think I want to activate this. They can swing with this as a 5/5 if they want. I'd be okay double blocking, I think. And if I activate this, they get in with 4 and also this, so like doesn't really accomplish much. I don't know. I guess if they swing, I'll probably let it in. But this, like, threatens to block. I'm afraid to actually do it because they could easily have a combat trick, but it's a threat. Wow, okay. That's pretty cool. They get to tap it again, and also they get to explore again. So they can make this a 6/6, which I will not be blocking. But I'll have it join the dead, I guess. 6-mana 4/4 flyer. No descend. So join the dead, and then 2 more mana, I guess, for this? Oh, it's too big! I thought that this was a kill spell, but it's not. That is a problem. Okay, but it's an instant. But the raptor would punch me. That's probably okay, actually. I guess run out of 4/5, though. Threaten a decent double block? Sure. Punch for 1? We're certainly not activating its ability to tap. So the question is, like, is it blocking anything? Maybe? If they can, like, kill one of these and I can't really threaten a block, it would be nice to have this to, like, block a 2/3 or a 3/1. Well, so that's what I get for calling this murder. The first time I've drawn it, I've run up against a deck where, like, oh, no, I can't kill their creature. Spirit. I see. I don't know exactly what's going on, but if they want that to die, I don't want to oblige them. Turns out they just wanted to chart a course without risking any creatures. I think it's fine not to have killed that. They still might have had a combat trick. I think we play this guy. And then we tap him. And we dunk the other Sunshot Militia. That's descending, so this gets a counter. I guess I should have tapped differently so I could hold up a threat. I'm happy to play this. This is not only as a sorcery. Okay. Still 0 permanents. 4/4 is pretty cool. This thing's gonna get way out of hand. 1, 2 permanents. This needs 4. I think I can get 4 to kill that while it's still just a 10/10. Yeah, I can swamp cycle this and then tap this guy to discard the swamp if I absolutely have to. Which I think I probably do have to. A9-9. I think I take 9? It's pretty scary. I could chump with a 4-3. Or I could triple block, I guess. They only get to kill 2 of them. I guess that's fine. A combat trick would really blow me out here, of course. But they only have 1 unknown card. Like, what are the odds? Okay. Ward 2. 1 permanent. I think I have to kill this. It's just too big. Oh, wait. Technically, I shouldn't be doing this till the ability resolves. These are good cards. Maybe I shouldn't do this, actually. Well, I already did, so... I wanted the counter on this guy. I'll hang on to this for something to cycle. It's 2 permanents. So what does this turn into? Tap to make a 4/4, but only when you have an artifact ETB. Okay. It's a lot of dudes. But if I develop a 5/6, like, what are you gonna do about it, dude? Chomp? I mean, I'm not casting it now, but... Swing in with a 6/4 menace? A little dangerous on the crackback, huh? They would also have descend for this if they double blocked, I guess. Yeah, they would have 9 on the crackback, so any trick kills me. Well, I'm certainly targeting this. I'm not so sure about attacking. Having a second 5 toughness creature back to block seems a lot safer. I don't think I can afford to do 7 damage or 6 damage. I control a dinosaur. That's a dinosaur. I had no idea. Chomp does 5 now. I was not looking at my black cards when looking for dinosaurs. I was just looking in red and green. Okay, that's just a 1-4. I don't think that does anything. This can blow up a 4-4. This can blow up a 4-4. And maybe then I can swing with the menace creature? It would let them bounce one of my guys. I think I'd rather just get this out here. And not activate this thing's trigger at all. Pretty happy with my hand. I don't like that I'm spending cards on tokens, but, you know, what can you do? Now, nope, I'm not descending this turn for a change, which is a bummer. I will activate this just for the ping, but I'm not discarding. I have blockers for their 4/5s. That's what's important. Or their 4/4s. That's what's important. Eventually, I may get enough oomph that I can start attacking. But I'm not there yet. It's an artifact. If only I could abrade this thing. Oh, I see. This is showing me what they crafted it with. It's a 5/5. Okay, and they have coming a flyer. They milled it. They don't want the flyer. Is this giving them descend? Not yet. Okay, that's nice to have. Do I kill the 5/5? I think I need to reserve. Well, I have a kill for the 4/4 already. I think I do kill the 5/5. So I have a clock now. It's not a fast clock, but like I can do 3 damage a turn. I guess technically I should have tapped both of these. Slow games so far. Nobody romping out to an easy aggro victory. What are you looking at? Strike artifact with mana value 2. Do I have artifacts? Oh, this. Fine, go ahead. I don't care. Oh, yeah, bouncing this is pretty rude. Because I lose all the tokens. I sort of forgot about that detail. Not that I could do anything about it. I just, like, forgot it was going to happen. Actually, I have a 4/5. I don't even have to kill their 4/4, right? Yeah, like that. These two are not really blocking anything that matters, even on a full swing, so I think I can afford this. And then I'll just hang on to this in case they try to trick me in combat. Ooh, that's a cool one. What does it turn into? Just like a vanilla 6/6? No, a 6/6 that can tap or untap something. Rude? Only when it attacks, right? Yeah. Oh, and they get to make another 4/4. Yes, very funny. Eventually they'll have enough of these that I'm like gonna be in trouble, but maybe I can kill them before that happens. And then you're gonna craft the iceberg, and I can exile it, or not exile it, give it -10, -10, and it won't be a problem. Tons and tons of artifacts. Everything they have is artifacts. Actually, they might want to wait on this so they can get another 4/4 along with it. No, they're gonna hurt. Fair enough. They don't have a ton of time left in this world. Nothing happens. Okay. Does this do anything? Does any of this do anything? I don't really have... Well, okay, I can develop the blowgun as something to tap, I guess. Like so. And I could even, if I wanted to, play a swamp and activate the cave. I'm not sure what I would be putting counters on. The reach creature concentrates too much of my value in one place, I think. I think maybe the thing to do is just give this reach as well. Well, we're certainly not attacking. If I give this reach, it's just a 3/3. But I guess if I blow up a cave, I can make it a 5/5? That actually seems kind of cool. Deal with their ground threat a little bit more. And if they ever develop too much in the air, I can equip this. Okay, what are we discovering? An artifact spell, presumably. Nope. But we don't know what they drew, right? This cave was already on the battlefield, so it wasn't their draw for the turn. They still have, like, a card they didn't have before. I don't have enough mana to activate this, but I don't really have to, right? Am I dead? Like, how close are they to killing me? Maybe I have to relax on this a little bit. I can block 3 4/4s, and then they get in for 5, 10? So I cannot afford to do this. Even though it's what will give me lethal next turn. They just full swing and I die. Okay, so we're going to wait on that. I don't even have to do it right. If this lives, I can activate it twice next turn. So it isn't necessary to give me lethal if they like don't spot the play. I think they have to full swing or they're dead, because I can just like block comfortably and then kill them. Okay. If they don't swing with absolutely everything, I can keep my 1/3 alive, and that's what matters. Oh, don't. This is a blocker. Maybe I could have afforded it, actually. Whoops. But I don't have to, because I can kill them anyway, right? In fact, I won't chump with the 1/3 if they do full swing. Because it represents 2 damage next turn, in addition to the 4 I get from activating this twice. I'll block with the land instead. You have to hit all attack here. There's no excuse not to, right? Ah. Okay. That's interesting. Means you get in with the 4/4? Yeah, resolves. Okay, that's game over. Oh, I thought I was going to have to activate this, but I don't. It's this I have to do. I don't have to show them the spell. I should show them... Look, I had this creature here all along. This was a face-up lethal that they could have tried to prevent by full swinging. Well, I'm glad I kept this thing under control. I mean, I didn't really. It made a lot of 4/4s, and I spent a lot of removal on it, but... Big creatures. Get enough big creatures that they couldn't comfortably attack. I didn't really think of myself as stabilizing there. Like, I stabilized and I started pinging them for 2 or 3 every turn. But, I don't know. I think maybe a big attack a little bit even earlier than the turn I said they had to do it might have caused me to regret activating, like, tapping 2 creatures with the Sunshot Militia. This is fine. Obviously, I wish I had a red source, but like, there's one right here. It's just slow is all. Like, they would have lost some creatures in a big attack, but maybe it would have worked out. I don't know. Schemer. Chart a course. No attacks. Smells a little like desperation, but it's still just generally fine. Alright, I mean, let's develop a 4-3. It's a 2-2, and they get a map token. This is sorcery speed only, so dead weight works. Then we can bonk them. Bonk. And develop a creature and a land. Just what every Magic player wants to do. Bonk your opponent, develop creatures, develop lands. Except blue players, they don't play creatures. They're just like, no. They never grew out of the terrible 2s. What is this? A 5-4? Is there something I can do about this? Yes. I'm playing this. Yes, correct. Just checking. X is 5. Go to hell. Oh, yeah. This seems kind of weak, doesn't it? I mean, they'll be at 10. Face damage is something, but I'd rather just be attacking. So maybe I shouldn't have played whatever land I played per turn. Okay. That's a 1-1 that can gain Death Touch, but doesn't have it now. We're at 4 out of 4. That's kind of cool. But I think just playing a land and then swinging with this guy is pretty cool. Decline, I think. I'm happy to hang on to this. That's a little scary. Oh, it's very scary. Well, oh, I can't even play both of those, can I? Because this is a tap land. Well, okay. Let's get at the Death Toucher, I guess. The Panicked Altasaur would sure be nice. Really? This must be... I mean, I guess there are numerous things it could be. I sort of imagine it being the 1-mana blue combat trick that gives you -2, -0. So I think I'm just going to let this hit me. No blocks. Because their life total matters. Ah, I see. So it wasn't that. It was just they were willing to lose it so that I wouldn't kill this, I guess. Alright, I'm suddenly very much on the back foot. Very funny. So for 5 mana, I can do either the... Oh, this is actually... These are 6 mana, kind of? Or I can play this. What's in my deck that Discover 4 could hit? What's my Descend counter? 5, so... Join the Dead would work to kill their big dude. I could hit a total brick. Idol of the Deep King is bad. A lot of this is bad. So what other options are there? Play out a 3/3 and lose? I think I go for a Discover. Yeah, very funny. That looks like about GG. This thing and the fight spell just instantly went from them being way behind to I have no hope. This guy is also bananas. He's like top 1 in the set, I believe. Maybe top 2. According to people, like, that's, you know, no one's played a ton of the format, but that's what Draft Sim says. Is that this is like the best card. Second best? I have that up somewhere, don't I? Yeah, there it is. It does say best 1 card. It is the number 1 card you would like to gain. Take 10? No, double block. Taking 10 would make sense if I had a way to like kill them on the crackback, but I don't. Even with 1 more creature here. There's still a chance I can like make this Join the Dead. Like, I'm not out of it. Ooh. That's actually a card. I'm pretty nervous that they have 7 untapped mana. But like, if they have a counter spell, what are you going to do? They could counter, even if I drew into Join the Dead, they could counter that too. I think we just run this guy out there. My 4 mana 5/5 lifelinker. Is it really 4? I have that many? I guess so. 2 caves on the battlefield, or 1? No, 2. And 2 in the graveyard, the Necropolis and the Promising Vein from earlier. What did they do? They drew a card with this thing, I see. Well, that'll do it. No, can't win them all. Is that 2 wins or 3? I think I've lost track. I think it's only 2. Slow games. It is 2. I mean, you know, opponent was digging through their deck and they hit 3 incredible spells in a row. I mean, I don't know. Carnosaur is incredible. The Forest Cycler is just fine. It was just good in that situation. Yeah, this is an easy keep. With 2 and 3, and then who knows what. This only costs 6 already. So, you know, you can't get too mad. It's not like they lucked out crazy hard, right? They just were digging and hit some good spells. They got lucky in the draft that they got the Carnosaur. But, Magic is a card game. Can't always get what you want. Actually, I don't know how important it even is to get this guy out right now. I'd rather have more mana for next turn. To get this out. Demir. Interesting art style. Of course, it's Secret Lair drop. Hey! My 4-drop. Or I don't know, maybe they take the 5-drop because they don't want me blocking lifelink flyers? And they don't mind if I do something this turn? I mean, even if they take the 4-drop, I can develop the Death Toucher. Have a good look. Good hard look. God, we're playing at the pace of 3 games an hour. Okay, they did take the Altasaur. I think that was a good play. This was kind of the obvious play, but as I, expounded on later, I did some more thinking and realized, you know what, they can kind of deal with this. The reach creature is more annoying to them. Hey, a 2/3, rude. Oh, that's true. This also costs 5. That's kind of cool. Maybe they knew that when looking at my hand, but I was too dumb to notice. Sorry, what did they actually do on their turn for 2 mana? I guess they played this and bottomed the Surveyor. Right. I remember that now. My dude! Okay. Hard to say who's winning here. The 5/5 is obviously the most exciting card on the battlefield. What does this do, by the way? Nothing until they craft it, and then they can explore, which is pretty cool. Only their graveyard. They're making this into a tapped swamp. Okay. So desperate for more black mana, or maybe just more mana in general, because they missed a land earlier. Oh, come on. You make me exile a mountain and then draw my 6 mana card? Rude. Oh, actually, that's probably bad, right? It does 1 damage to them, but it gives them permission to hit me for 3. Never mind. I mean, I'm gaining tons of life. Maybe I want that. Yeah, and if they tap out, it's not so great for them anyway, right? They tap all those creatures. Makes it easier for me to counterattack with a bit more, perhaps. I don't really want to swamp cycle this. I want to draw another land so I can cast it. Obviously. And till I draw a card that like is even better than this and needs more land, which I don't think really could happen. Yeah, right. Then I won't swamp cycle this. That's pretty bad, obviously. What is the text on a craft, by the way? I think you exile this as part of the cost, so it makes sense that this is in exile while I'm waiting. They're waiting to see if it resolves. Okay, that's something. Here, tapping makes sense. So I want to block with the 4/3. Okay. Interesting, they're not making it explore. Yeah, they have this. Pretty bad. Very funny. Well, maybe I will have to cycle one of these now. It's just so bad because if I draw a land, it's great. I get to cast both of these. But I'm not going to live a lot longer if I don't do something. Well, I mean, I guess, okay. Tap these now. Hold up the Death Toucher for their ward creature. I think I can be patient. I don't have to decide till the end of their turn, right? Because I can cycle this and then play the land next turn and it'll be fine. But maybe I won't have to. Yeah, now they're finally exploring. Be nice to have this back, by the way. You know, there's removal in the deck. We can kill this eventually, but it's just such a gross creature. Especially if you get to put counters on it all the time. What is this? It's a 2/5 that turns into a 4/5 if they can descend more than they have so far. There's a swamp. Wait, is this... This isn't the card my opponent had in the other game, right? They had the Carnosaur, not the Monstrosaur. I remember having this sack a land, draw a card thing. And trample. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe they didn't get the unreasonably busted card. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't have the Trumpeting Carnosaur. They just had this. This card's fine. I just saw a big tramply dinosaur in red, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the best card in the format. But no, it's just this card. I guess I want to play this one. Oh, I should have... Whoops. I think I could have gotten in 1 damage comfortably there. Tapping these two or something. If I lose by 1... Oh, no. There goes my dinosaur as soon as they draw. Well, I mean, I have another. So I guess I'm going to play this one and give this indestructible. Because they can't kill the 5/6 with their Join the Dead. So I might as well get a swing in out of this before they kill it. I guess if they block with the Death Toucher, this is... No, it's indestructible. Alright, Just soaking up some damage. That's fine. Gets them descend, but the descend count is still like 2. And this actually can give a creature reach to block the bat. What is this? If you descend this turn... Okay, well, that'll be good eventually. I think giving this reach is the way to go for now. Hidden Reach? What is this? Draw 2 cards and make a map. Maybe they won't know that I have a reach creature? Oh, I don't have a reach creature. No, this isn't the one that bounces something. Alright, they've checked. It has reach. Sacking this thing. What's their descend up to? Does it matter? I don't know. It's getting pretty high now. 3 apparently. Okay, join the dead. Great. Oh, did I forget to tap the blowgun last turn? I don't think I forgot. I did. I tapped these 2 creatures instead. But I think it was okay because I couldn't really afford a second tap. Maybe I could have this in the blowgun. Putting the reach on the Death Toucher is maybe the way to go. You know what? Let's just make this join the dead right now before it gets out of hand. No more lifelink for you. Right, the blowgun. Can I afford any more? Yeah, probably I can do one more. This and like the 4/3? Soon, maybe I hope to start descending if I'm lucky. Okay, that's just a land. Because I get to do some cool stuff when I descend. They'll probably just sack lands to this effect, so that's not that big a deal. Oh no, isn't this some crazy card? What does this do? It draws a bunch of cards, but it costs them life, which is maybe not something they want to pay right now. Okay, they do. Wow! They know I have this in hand. That's a little... Oh, no, I don't have it in hand. I see. That was why they found that play. Got it? Okay. So I think we're going to go discovering rather than putting counters on something. I want to hit with that right now. The Death Toucher is fine, I guess. Or Face. I like Face a lot, actually. You know what? They have enough creatures that could attack that maybe this is too much. But I think it's probably okay. Oh. Maybe I should have tapped this guy. I don't know. Alright, you go. That's fine. They're just going to sack a land here. They're happy to get Descend going, I guess. Or discard a land. Fine. Even better for them. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Afraid of that guy. I think I'm out of, like, face damage, right? Triumphant Chomp is creatures? Yeah. Oh, I have another Militia. Okay. And of course another Idol of the Deep King. Oh, and another Panicked Altasaur. I forgot I was running 2 of those. Yeah, that's right. I cut the other 5-drop, the 5-mana 5/2s that I kind of hate to run more Altasaurs. All right, what's it gonna be? Spin the wheel into a 1/1. Only 9 cards left, and their Descent counter is still at, well, okay, it's at 6 now. They're gonna mill 2. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I don't think you're that likely to lose the game by decking. Okay, equipping this somewhere does nothing, basically, right? I think so. So let's spin that wheel. $19 cards for me. Yeah, obviously I'll cast it. Doesn't really do anything, but... Surely sack a land. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, because that mills you. Okay, sure. What hit me? Did I take damage somehow? I thought I heard the sound of damage, but I wasn't really paying attention to the screen. I'm not sure what would have done anything to me. Okay, there's the Militia for win, I think? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9. So I just have to do this twice. Oops, no, cancel. Twice this turn. I don't have any artifacts to craft. I guess I have this, but I don't want to, so... Three times would be a little more comfortable in case they kill something, but I don't want them to kill me. I mean, how likely is that, right? Let's tap these. Is this still what I want to have reach? I think so. Oh, that's what's shooting me. And lifelinking. Ah, when you draw a card, drain for 1. Boy, that would mill you out pretty fast, huh? Okay, so it's a good thing I did 3 with this thing last turn, because now 4 is still lethal. Okay, looking for a miracle. That drains, I guess. But you're like, you have to win this turn or you're dead. Not this turn. You have to win next turn or you're dead. To mill. And if I can find one more non-land permanent, I still kill you? Maybe they can make me lose some stuff on blocks. I'm sure they can. The 1-3? I mean, that's all they really could make me lose. Maybe they can't even do that. They probably can. Yeah, so I need to draw a non-land. I need to draw a permanent. Okay, this is good enough, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's tapped! Whoops. I thought that would work, but it doesn't. Okay, well, they have to kill me on their next attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Yeah. Can't quite get there. So what I should have done was not activate this. I forgot it would enter tapped. I mean, it was tapped when it was a land. That made sense. Being tapped as a creature? How dare you? Obviously, they're like the same thing. But I should have sacked this to put counters on something just in case that somehow mattered. Well, they probably shouldn't explore, I can tell you that. Actually, does explore? I guess it's not a land, so they wouldn't draw. It would just do nothing. Actually, I guess it would put a counter, right? Because it won't be a land? I guess? I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look up the rulings on that. What happens if you explore with an empty deck? It draws cards. Yeah, I know. Exploration deck empty. Someone. Oh, that's a different game. Someone's asking about an exploration deck in some other context. Explore rulings. If no cards revealed, then it just gets a counter. Makes sense. Okay, come at me. Oh my god, they have this! Oh, but only 6 mana. You shouldn't have paid for this. Right? That would have given them a card. They could have just, like, stayed alive forever. I think you should swing with everything. Am I missing something? They played a land this turn. 4, 6. Oh, this costs 2. I thought it said 7. Oh, no. This is the worst. Shoot. Well, how am I going to kill them now? I guess with infantry or militia or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This time it's untapped. Okay, I mean, they have one card in hand. When you draw a card, but they won't be drawing any cards. Oh, you know what? They can kill this, and I can't activate them all because it's sorcery speed. Is that really how I'm going to lose this game? Also, I can't believe how you tapped. Oh my god. I need a break. These games have been so long. I can't believe it didn't tap leaving up double black. It could have, right? Oh, it did. It left up my land creature saying, oh yeah, that's a black card. Yeah, that's a black source. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't have enough black sources, actually. I didn't have that many. I might not have had 3. This is not great, but it's probably tolerable. It has militia and chomp, and this will cycle me into more land. I'll just chomp that, play a tap land. One double strike. I don't know about playing another tap land. I was thinking I might play this and get out my 2/2, but actually, I guess this is the way to go. There you go. A 1/3 is... Oh, this explored! It's a 2/2! Oh, so rude. And they drew another one. Okay, I hate this card back. Is that supposed to sound like a horse? It sounds like a squealing baby dinosaur. What the fuck? How did they get all these 2/2s, man? Two fucking double strike. I don't really fancy taking 8. I think I just have to kill one of these. Swamp would be a pretty cool draw. Because I could play this and... Oh, there you go. Any reason to wait till their turn to do this versus playing it now? They have blue cards, so they might have a counterspell. I guess the thing to do is to do it in their upkeep, so that if they want to protect the creature, it costs them next turn's mana, but not wait for them to draw. Wow. Completely stuck, huh? Well, let's try to close out the game, shall we? Good draw. Okay, yeah. No! Okay, maybe I shouldn't have targeted my biggest creature with that. Discard a blue card? Yeah, makes sense. It just does 3, right? Yeah, I don't like... It's not like Braids where I get to draw a card as well. Let's go exploring. Alright, well, finally a shorter game. You asked for it, or I asked for it anyway. Oh, interesting. The page about rulings that I looked at Explore. There's some rulings that already mention the newest set, which makes sense because it's an Explore heavy set. Some spells or abilities might cause us to explore multiple times in a row. Yes, we knew all that. Oh, if a resolving spell or ability... I guess this was relevant a long time ago. If a resolving spell or ability instructs a specific creature to explore, but that creature has left the battlefield... pause now if you want to think about what should happen. The creature still explores. You won't put the 1/1 counter on anything, but you can put the revealed card into your graveyard, and if it's a land, you can draw it. Effects that trigger whenever a creature explores still trigger. But the new thing, referring to the same set, in some unusual cases, non-creature permanents may explore. For example, if the creature card returned by Defossilize is somehow not a creature once it's on the battlefield, they don't say any examples here, but for example, like Thassa Deep Dwelling or Helios Sun God, the cards that are like creatures and they have an ability that says, oh, this isn't a creature if your devotion is too low. Those are still creature cards in your graveyard, so Defossilize could still put them back. So if such a creature were returned and wasn't a creature once it's on the battlefield, it can still explore, and you can even put a 1/1 counter on it. Fascinating. You obviously couldn't like target it with like this creature explores once it's already on the battlefield, but you could return it and have it explore with Defossilize. That's kind of cool. This is okay. I have militia into this thing and like some other stuff. The audio-only listeners, I guess, too bad for you. I got this thing and that stuff. You're gonna have to figure out on your own what I'm talking about. If anyone's trying to follow... I mean, I don't know. Like, if you're not looking at the game, I guess you don't really care what's happening, so you don't mind that you don't understand it. That's fair enough. What is this? Green and white. I mean, obviously attack. I think I want to develop the 4/3 a lot more than I want to develop this thing. I don't have any plans to explore anytime or descend anytime soon anyway. It's a 3/4. I'll just swing with the 4/3, I think. That's fine. I don't need to deadweight it first into being a 1/2. I'm alright with this trade. No tradesies. Okay. Have it your way. Green, white. Do I want to tap this stuff? Also, do I want to deadweight that? I think the answer is no. But I'm not really blocking anyway, right? Of course I want to tap this stuff. What am I talking about? Naya. They got everything. Where's your aggro stuff, dude? There's some. Well, no, not really. It's actually like slow Naya. I think just make this Join the Dead is fine. Could Mountain Cycle to give this a counter seems pretty silly. No dinosaurs in hand. Interesting. I mean, dead weighting this would be okay. It would become basically irrelevant. Then I could save this for a more important creature. I think that's fair enough. Maybe I do Mountain Cycle this. No. It would give me, like, Discover, right? As well as the counter here. I don't think either of those is that important compared to, like, having a 6-mana 6/5. Ah, that's what I wanted to dead weight. But you can't have everything, I guess. I don't know. I could have just been mana efficient, blow this up, then blow this up, and I would have gotten to Descend. I don't think there's anything I want, any two creatures I want to tap here. Yeah, I'm not in love with how this is going. Opponent's stabilized. Okay, they don't have anything good in hand. That's nice to know. I don't really have plans for this to get much bigger. This trade is okay. I think? Yeah. Okay. Well, this is the most mana efficient, I guess. I don't think I want to swing with the 3/3. They get a double block that's totally fine for them. Okay, more discovery is occurring. It's a 2-mana 3/2. Not a huge problem. I mean, it's a great draw. I just, like, constantly being punished for not cycling this, and I still don't want to. I think the 3/2 trample is the one to get rid of, right? Well, I can wait, I guess. No, because then they would be descending on their turn, which they like doing. Oh, I might actually just do this, because now I have another... Okay, in that case, maybe I shouldn't have even killed their thing at all. I just really need that 6th land. And that'll give me a counter here, which is nice. So maybe I shouldn't have killed their 3/2 at all, since I decided But I didn't decide things in the right order. Trick? I do not consent to being tricked. Do I? That's fine. Then they won't be tricking the lifelinker, I guess. Do I double block? Does that make any sense? Probably not. Oh, it would have. No, the creature still dies. Okay, that's not so bad. It's a 4/4. What the hell is this? 3/3. Okay. This is a 5/5, huh? Well, I have a 5/6. Joke's on you. Chump it with a 1/1, I guess. I still gain 7. Yeah, triggering my Descend on a turn that I don't care about it. That sort of makes sense. Well, if I have cards that care about Descend, like when I cast them, you just turned on my Join the Dead. Problem is I've cast them both already, of course. That's sort of scary. Five, 7 is scary. But this buys an awful lot of time. Draw a card whenever this hits me. Wow. But then I get to just swing with everyone, right? They can't really afford to tap this, I feel like. Sorry, why did that get a counter? What? Every creature with a counter on it dies. Put a counter on this. Oh, I see. It starts with counters. And then I see. So if I swing with everyone, let's say they kill a 5/6, chump a 5/5, they take 6. Not bad. Right? Oh, maybe I should have not played that mountain. Whoops. I don't know. Let's see what I get out of this. I think. Oh, wait. This can put counters on stuff. Counters on the lifelinker? I shouldn't have played that, obviously. So now they kill a 6/6. They chump for 7. They take 6? I still think that's good. We're like super close to killing them. Okay, got there. Smash face before they can make use of all their resources. we're at 5. Got our money back. And then some. I'm happy with how that's turned out. I sort of figured on release day I would not be an especially effective drafter, but, you know, here I am. Playing with all the other excited little kids on release day. And by the way, I should say to Arena's credit, the servers have been pretty stable. There's been occasional, like, I activate an ability and it doesn't animate as quickly as I would expect, but nothing too out there. This is pretty questionable because you want a red source, but I can, like, chomp on 2 and militia on 3 if I have to. It's not horrible. I think I actually want to develop this one first. Just in case I draw, like, a tapped red source and decide to play that for some reason. I don't know. I'm probably just following up with the swamp, but maybe there's some universe where this is nice. Plus, it doesn't tell them what color I am until next turn. How exciting. Okay. I could even delay again, but then I, like, can't cast Into the Dead if I draw a swamp, which I don't know. Probably not likely I'm going to want to do that anyway, but... There's my red source. All right, we're in business. Sort of. Sadly, can't usefully chomp that. Is this a dinosaur? It's an elemental. Okay. I don't have many dinosaurs in the deck, I don't think. If they commit any more to that, I'm happy to make it Join the Dead. But for now, it could just bump into my 1/3 forever. I'm surprised by how effective this card has been. Like, the fact that it's sorcery speed only makes it a lot worse, obviously. And, like, going back to Midnight Hunt, for example, Siege Zombie was like a 3 mana 1/3 or something like that. Maybe it was 2 mana, I don't remember. And it was like tap 3 untapped creatures you control to do a damage to the opponent. That set had, there's a lot of token production in the colors that used Siege Zombie in black and usually blue. But the fact that it was instant speed meant you could wait until the end of turn and you still had your blockers up or whatever. Really? I guess it's a free roll, sure. I'll allow it. If you're going to deadweight me, I guess that's fine. Okay. But this thing is still good, even though it's not even though it's only sorcery speed. It gets in some very noticeable pings, and it can use artifacts, which helps. Although I don't have that much artifact stuff going on in this deck. This format is pretty artifact heavy. Every color has some artifact stuff. Okay, I'm happy to make that Join the Dead. Which, I mean, I guess if I play the swamp, I'll have 2 mana left, which would mean I could chomp. But there's nothing to chomp, right? So I play the tap land instead. Oh, that's scary. 5 untapped artifacts and or creatures? Yeah, we don't really like that. Also, this thing is a fucking 5/5? Is this a joke? Okay, let's discover a miracle. Actually, I could put counters on this instead. Then it would be a 6/6. Which blocks fairly well. But their stuff is just going to get bigger and bigger, right? Yeah, this will be a 6/6 because... Or soon it will, anyway. Plus they have this hammer. I think I need to discover an answer. That's not really it. I could actually sit on this until they play something more relevant. I guess I won't, though. I don't have a ton of mana to just sit around and wait. Could swing and allow this trade. Because this guy's only a 4/4 and this is, like, kind of big. He's a 3/3 now, of course. It would delay the Thousand Moon Smithy, which seems okay. This thing's this thing's about to get too big. I think I have to swing. They're not going to even trade. But I'll offer. This thing is so unbeatable. I mean, it can be beaten. You just need an abrade. But even if you do, like, they got out this insane gnome, right? You try to beat them by, like, swinging in to kill them before they can win with the advantage they got. Okay. So chomp this. And I could actually join the dead this token to shrink their stuff and make this even bigger. Oh, I don't have enough red to play this again. I thought I could play both of them, but I can't. Okay, yeah, join the dead, I guess. Spend 2 removal spells on half of a card. Kind of embarrassing, but you gotta push in for damage. By the way, what is that tap? Actually, that made sense. You did have to tap black, black. Yes. Well, now that they have a 6/6, this guy looks pretty bad. I don't really have a way to descend very much anymore. Whereas maybe I can get the last few points of damage with this. God, this thing it's just so insane. So I kind of think I want to put counters on this, right? But I don't really want to swing with it because it'll be an 8/8 next turn. I just have to like hope they don't... I don't know. Trading it for this is not terrible, but it is bad. I'll lose. I think I need this to be so big that they can't like block it. So we're going to put counters on it again next turn is the idea. Okay, they didn't hit anything. Put it in hand. Don't... Oh, be so smart. Decline to cast. Come on, I'm rooting for you. Oh, good job. Nice. Because now they get to activate this, and I'm toast. Toast-a-roni. Oh, man. GG, you got me. With that one stupid smithy. I have an 11/11 trampler. That's pretty cool stuff. Not cool enough. Somebody gets 3 tokens that are like, this creature is too big to kill. What are you supposed to do? I think I did the right thing, like trying to push in for damage so that I could threaten to kill him, but they just, you know, drew enough artifacts. Which is to say, 2. Draft horse. Fair enough. I have a cave, so this costs 7. It's quite a lot, but I have a 2-drop and some chomps. I mean, it's fine. I could chomp that, but I'll just play this instead. This creature is not a big threat right now. That creature is a big threat. I'm happy to chomp on it. It's an artifact? Oh, I see. It's like the masthead of a ship, or the right? Interesting. Okay. Get chomped on. I don't think this attack is any good. Clearly. I mean, this is my 3rd cave. No, 2nd cave. This guy is suddenly, like, within the realm of maybe I could cast him someday. Oh, that is nice to see. Craft into a 4/4. I mean, the Siren is threatening, but I have a reach creature, so I think I get rid of this. Don't give them the potentially unblockable vehicle. Plus, it's a 4/4, which is a bigger problem. And then the Altasaur can block the thing they put the axe on. Not this turn, but later. Oh, you know what? I should have pinged him for 1 here. It didn't occur to me. I'm not blocking at all. Missed the damage. These guys still aren't blocking. Let's actually do it this time. I mean, if they full swing, I take, 6 damage. That's kind of bad. Or, I guess I'd probably block one of these, right? 4 damage. I don't think I should worry about leaving these guys up as chump blockers. I'm not that low on life. This is all fine. They could have used this to explore, actually. I guess we play another Altasaur? That seems insane. Just do 5 damage a turn? Without engaging in any combat? Obviously, like, they can have some answers or some threats of their own. But right now, the board state is very favorable for me. If they equip that and then swing, I think I'll just let it go. What is this? Okay. Because once I get this down, it's a better blocker. I don't want to lose an Altasaur, I think. I don't love that they're getting all this treasure, but what can you do? I think I accidentally put a stop there. That's a card. I don't think it's that relevant right now. Just draw a land, please. Actually, you know what? I think I will cycle this. Because the game's going to be over pretty shortly. And, like, they don't want to do this, I think. I'd like to get this lifelinker down. And the descend trigger on this is not a joke. Okay, taking 3. We love to see it. They couldn't spare anything, not even a treasure token. Resolves. Ah, they're going to make my Death Toucher unable to block, maybe? I might have to lose an Altasaur in that case. This is a pirate, right? Yeah. Maybe they want a treasure. I don't know. But I think they should make the Death Toucher unable to block. Yeah. I think one Altasaur is enough. Actually, this thing becoming a 4/4 first striker is pretty scary, isn't it? I guess no. I'm developing a 5/5. Oh no! What a play! That's so sick! I didn't think they had enough mana, but they had this and the treasure. Wow. Nice. You got me. Oh, there are 2 pirate. God, they're gonna be able to make everything unblocked. Ugh. They should even have been attack. Well, no. Now, yeah, they can attack with like everything now, right? Make everything by my 1/3 unable to block. That's horrible. Are we at 2 losses? I've lost track. I think we're at 2 losses. 5 and 2 or something? I guess I'll ask Draft Sim. Wouldn't it be nice if Arena had a way for you to tell? Yeah, 5-2. I think they should have attacked with everything. This included. I don't know. Maybe I would kill them in response. Wait. Ah, choose one that hasn't been chosen. I see. Their descend count is currently 2. I could chump. I don't think I will. So they can't just use this to tap down everything, or to make everything unable to be to block. Yeah, that would be pretty good. But I mean, like, they've printed pretty good cards before in the history of Magic. I wouldn't have been shocked if there was some pirate. That's just like if you have pirates, your opponent can't block. I hate this. At least it's a vehicle, but it's very cheap to crew, so when I swing in with this, they'll just trade with the vehicle, I think. I could blow up the 1/2 and get in with the flyer, I guess. I'm not sure what else this is doing, right? Oops, clicked outside the window. I mean, the thing it could do is it could do this, right? I could do this, and then when this dies, get counters. I could also put counters on my lifelink or swing in with a 7/7. It's kind of interesting. But they still just like double block it and lose only a 3 with the 5/5, right? I gain a little bit of extra life. Maybe put the counters here. Gain 8. Yep, that's fine. These can't usefully block, right? So may as well just go for the damage. They have to sack something, right? I don't know, maybe they could discard. I don't know what's in their hand. But we have lethal next turn. This to the face and then activate this twice. Their descend counter rather, I can't tell. 3. This has descend 8, so it wouldn't be doing anything. Okay. Make a treasure and exile something. Seems cool. It's an island. I'm sure they're happy to see that. They're tapped out of blue. I mean, I guess they have this. Wait, why are they at 1? Oh. I think this ability actually resolved while they were in the middle of conceding. Okay, it just didn't animate, but they did lose the life. Fair enough. That's 6 and 2. Made it to the final boss in this first attempt. Maximum excitement engaged. Who is this? I can't even read the letters on this white avatar. Willie. It's not great. A little too much land, not enough early stuff. But I have this on 3, this on 5. I guess it's okay. I don't think I should swamp cycle. I'm already at 5 lands. Great. I love being able to shoot that. Or I love having something to shoot, I should say. Is this an uncommon, by the way, or a common? I think that's what uncommons look like. No, it's the same color as this, which is definitely a common. I really don't. I wish. Let me just keep stuttering and saying nothing. This card I don't really care to remove. I'm just going to develop a creature. When I found out that paper cards have printed down here a U or a C, or an R or an M for their rarity. I was like, are you kidding me, Arena? Why would you hide that? There's so much empty space here, and I can't read these fucking set symbol colors. It's just like black and white splashes everywhere, no matter what color the thing is. I can recognize mythics because they're orange instead of a normal color. What is this? It's exploring. An artifact didn't enter the. Oh no, a map entered, I guess. So they can attack with that if they want. That's a little scary. I think I'll just have that join the dead. It's not like something I'm excited about. I guess I could let them develop invest a little more in it. Play out the Altasaur. Let's see how that goes. It's ambitious. I might get punished if they can grow it twice. Or if they have a counterspell next turn that they don't have access to this turn. Because they were tapped out. But I expect they'll do some tapping this turn anyway. Okay, that's an artifact. So this can attack, but it doesn't really want to. You can put a counter on it to make it a 5/5. Perfect. You can get in for 5 and then I'll kill it. Swamp cycling might actually be the play here, right? Get that guy bigger, get closer to casting this. I think it is. I don't think I'm leading right now. I think opponent has the edge. Yeah, that's a good card. Wish I hadn't had to use my premium removal on their 2-drop. The 3? 2. Ugh. Okay, that's not bad. Swinging with the 4/4 doesn't really accomplish anything. Nor the 4/5. Trying to remember what counters even exist in this format. I haven't seen one all day. There's I think it's 3 mana to either Impulse or Permission 4. Right, make opponent pay 4 to get a spell to resolve. I'm sure there's more, but that's the only one I can think of at the moment. There's bounce spells as well in blue. Okay, they're not doing anything. I think they didn't realize this is only as a sorcery. Or maybe... No, they just don't want to let me attack. Yeah, that actually is not crazy, huh? Sack a land, draw a card. Seems kind of sick, actually. Like, yes, I'd like a 7th mana, but I need more cards. Great, it's a cave even. The best mana. Oh, and that descends as well, doesn't it? Swing in for 6? I think so. I don't mind if this gets double blocked. If it gets combat tricked and double blocked, that's a little embarrassing. Swing for 4 as well? Probably not. Well, they're just gonna let it in. Holy shit. Okay. That's not what I anticipated. You are real close to dead, Buster. Am I close to dead? Is that what's happening? I see. There's already one on top. So I can have 0, 1, or 2 of these on top of my deck. My choice. Oh, wait. No, I'm not scrying. What am I doing? I was like, why did I scry? This is the card. I can put it on top or bottom. I think top's pretty good. Yeah. I'd love to draw a 6-mana spell at this point in the game. Not necessarily playing it. I might prefer to play the lifelinker so that I can't get killed on some big attack, but it's nice to have. Kill that, I see. That's why they didn't want to block it. They had a plan to kill it, but they needed more mana, I think. Swing for 5. They can double block if they want. Ooh, what if I made this a 7/7? Then they have to double block and lose it. Lose both creatures and mine lives. Yeah, that's the play, I think. But they give up, so we get our 7 wins. Yeah, so I think the play there was to use the cave. Hello, could we? I don't care about my rank, if that's alright with you. Was to use the cave ability to put 2 counters on this. Swing with a 7/7. They're facing 4 damage. Oh, I guess they could have crewed? And then blocked, crew with this, block here. I only get to kill one of them. Maybe that doesn't work. Maybe I just play the lifelinker. Let him hit me for 3. Or develop this, and I don't know. It's not so clear what to do here. I think playing the lifelinker makes sense. Well, a successful outing. What is this? I don't know. Why would I care? Bloodthorn Flail. What set is this? This is the current set, right? I haven't seen it, but yes, it is. And we went 7. Okay. What is this? This is Ixalan solved. Format solved. Haha. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.